You want the truth?
Yeah.
The whole deal? Probably irrelevant.
Short version. It's probably irrelevant.
Probably irrelevant. Yes. There was a study. I can't remember how many Americans, but it was a lot of them. Was it 1 million? It was some crazy number. They MRI'd a lot of low backs. Almost everybody had bulges or herniations. Only 10% of them had any symptoms at all. Yeah. So here's our least favorite slippery slope for people to get on. The low back is complex. It's almost always associated with the pelvis. It's the same in the neck. Bulges in the neck, they have to be massive. Like the space in the neck for your nervous system is like 6 times bigger than it is in your low back. Yeah, so things have to be really, really going sour for a long time before nerve roots or disc herniations or spurring in the spine start to really stack up and become like a bell you can't unring and you need to get roto-rooted, so to speak. In the low back, though, so many people, they have low back pain. Nobody's talking about movement or other joints that kind of correspond to the movements they have. And they end up injections that don't work, and they end up having the bulge removed, shaved off, disc replaced, whatever, laminectomy, a lot of different things now, nerve ablations, all kinds of stuff. And then they're pain-free for 6 weeks. Do you know why? Because they're not doing anything for 6 weeks. They're on total restrictions for 6 weeks. And as soon as normal life starts to resume, it starts coming right back. And that's because the problem wasn't the disc. It rarely is. If you find the right research, they will say the only people who should be skipping off to low back surgery like that are people who are having what's called saddle paresthesias in here, bowel and bladder incontinence. That's a serious problem. You need to get that figured out real quick. Or, another close one, drop foot. Okay? Drop foot is a nerve problem. Not any other thing that creates that's not a nerve problem. That's where when people go to walk, their toe is pointed down. They can't raise their foot up. Okay? So they got like foot slap and they got to walk different. Yep, that's a nerve problem. And if they did not take trauma to the shin that created that's probably from the low back. Yep. Yeah, so low back is a slippery slope. Yep, got to be really careful. It's easy to get to surgery very quickly. It's easy to get an MRI. They're going to show you something that doesn't make sense. Like, it's going to show that something's broken, and now you're broken and confronted with the fact that something's wrong, and you might have to get that surgically corrected. But then it probably is also not necessary. The other one is it's totally normal, and you're stuck with, well, why does my body hurt? And my MRI is normal. There's no peace of mind at the end of an MRI. Doesn't matter what it says.